Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of 10 a.m. Tea. We are wrapping up the 5 elements in personality piece here and how 5 elements impact your physical body and your mental mind. Today, we are going to be talking about the earth, the metal, and the water type people to kind of wrap things up here. So, the earth type person, again, was the three short fingers, short body. And they are also known as the peacemakers, nurturing, considerate, supportive, attentive, agreeable, sociable, sympathetic. These are our earth type people. They're kind of our mamas in that way. They're really good at relationships, relaxed and poised. They're all about nurturing and promoting connectedness and feeling together and loved and supported. Harmony is very much an earth type aspect there. So they really try to make everyone else happy. Good morning, Scott. Thanks for tuning in. Earth type people make people happy at their own expense too. So that's something that we have to watch out for our earth people. They'll keep giving until they're literally dead. Health-wise, they need to worry about fatigue, indigestion. Again, the earth element relates to the spleen and stomach, which is related to our ability to nourish ourselves, which is why earth people are so nourishing as part of that aspect there. Being excessively hungry is also a symptom when the earth element is out of balance there. So it's really important for earth people to be taking good care of themselves, having a strong self-care routine so that they, are able to replenish the nurturing that they give to everyone else. They need to also be giving that back to themselves. It's also very important for earth people to feel okay to ask for help and support because they do get wound up in always wanting to give and give. It's really important to let other people have the blessing of being able to give back to you and for you to be able to receive. So earth people, that is something that can be an interesting dynamic there. Metal type is known as the alchemist. So they're very methodical in structure and system and reserved and discipline. Metal is all about like yes and no and black and white and being really clear there. So, kind of organization and stuff is really part of that picture. These also may be more of our type A kind of personality people. They like to live according to their ethics, and they hold people to a really high standard. They hold themselves to an incredibly high standard, and then they hold everyone else in their lives to that high standard as well. So it can cause some conflict there that, your expectations may be unrealistic. Metal people have to kind of be watchful of that. And so because they're such perfectionists, they can also be really strict and cold. And so that's something else to sort of be aware of. Health-wise, metal people suffer from stiff joints and tight muscles, dry skin and hair. Metal relates to the skin and hair. Poor circulation, being really sensitive to climate, and balancing, fun and spontaneity into their lives because they are so regimented. Metal people have a hard time kind of being spontaneous and going off course and kind of checking out new things. So, in that way, metal and fire kind of go together because I'm going to wander off down the trail and metal's just going to have to come with me because that's part of the fun, right? Last, we have the water type, and water are our philosophers, our introspective people who are curious and objective. Water types tend to be more modest, thrifty, careful, self-sufficient, and water people really need meaning in their life. So metal people need structure, earth people need relationships, water types need meaning. What's the reason beneath the reason? That's what water types are all about. The quest for truth and revelation. And personal growth is also something that's very important to water type people. On the negative side, when the water aspect gets a little bit out of whack, they can be very cold and unforgiving, suspicious, and, jaded in a lot of ways. Loneliness and isolation are also things that affect the water element really negatively. They'll kind of start pushing people away, and that can kind of create a lot of problems there. Health-wise, water types need to watch for hardening arteries, dental problems, back pain. Kidneys relate to bone in Chinese medicine, and kidneys are related to the water type. So having issues with the teeth, which are bone, can be definitely a problem for those people. Also, a low libido can be an issue. Water, kidney governs the reproductive organs, and so issues with fertility can also be a picture. So they need to balance they're kind of digging deeper and searching for more meaning with sweet, lighter relationships. Because, you can't have it all be super heavy all the time. Then you're not very much fun to hang out with. So hopefully that, kind of ties a little bit into who you are and how you are in the world. Because the more that we have self-awareness, the more we can kind of, have a greater impact in the world and in different ways. So I was listening to an audiobook called The Personality Code, and it was saying something like 70% of people have no self-awareness. 70% of people have no clue what the fuck they're doing in the world. They're just bopping around being assholes and having no concept of like what's going on. So in order for us to kind of get to the next level and to really rise up to our own potential, it's incredibly important for us to know thyself. And so the more ways you can understand your personality, the way you kind of interact with the world, where your pitfalls might be, the more you can kind of take control of that and kind of manifest things to your greatest potential. So find that to be helpful. I hope you have an awesome Memorial Day weekend. Take good care of yourself. Go to a barbecue. Enjoy some friends and family. Get some earth time on because we're headed into summer, which is the earth season. So, relationships, family, supporting. Also, it's a dog year, which is more about family and supporting and being together. So make sure you take, get the most out of that experience and spend that time with those people that you love and care about. Make sure you tune back in next week. I'm here Tuesday through Friday. The first week of June, we will be taking a little bit of a break because I'm taking a vacation for the first time in 5 years. So that will be wonderful. So we will be having a little bit of a break. Good morning, Lucas. Thanks for tuning in. And so that will kind of wrap things up for us. I'm here every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern here on Facebook Live, talking to you about all things health and wellness with the Chinese spin. So take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.